Okay, part two, here we go. There's been a development. I spoke to Michael and Joey, who are the owners of Dumpster Dude, and they both want to work with me. So we'll see. We're going to meet Tuesday evening and see how this goes. But nevertheless, we continue. Now, this wasn't possible in high level without some strategery with calendars. But now there's this thing where you can rent out equipment within high level. And so I did some research and found this is probably the best solution for dumpster dudes. In my conversation with Michael while we were loading up his dumpster, he mentioned he had 5 trailers. And so if we first start with our inventory being 5 trailers, then we can't really mess this up. Because then high level will know how much inventory is still left to be scheduled out. And we have 4 scenarios that I'm testing out with, and I'm sure we can add some more. But the first scenario is what I ordered, which was the full service. Somebody shows up with a dumpster, it takes us a couple of hours, you load up the dumpster, and they drive away. We would probably need a buffer in there, meaning that once they go and drop it off at the landfill, then you need to either return the dumpster or take it to the next job. So we want a little bit of time in there for driving, gassing up, that sort of stuff. Option 2, 3, and 4 are very similar, except it's the amount of time you bring the dumpster to somebody's house and you leave it there. Think of a construction crew that's doing a demolition of a kitchen. They might need the whole day or maybe even into the night, just dumping things into the dumpster. You show up the next day and then you haul it away. This would be a 1-day rental, and then same thing, maybe it's a larger job, maybe it's over the weekend, you get a 3-day rental, and then for larger projects, they just need the full week. And for each of them, we have a buffer in there for driving time to come in, pick up. Maybe there's some last minute negotiations, maybe there's some paint in the dumpster and you got to remove it now, and then drive it over to the landfill, bring it back to the lot, or take it to its next job. So when we're building our calendars, we need to understand these buffers and timeframes because these are the scenarios that are going to be most common. So let's get to work. So we jump into high level, we go into our sub account. In this case, it's Sarasota junk removal. We go over to calendars on the left side and we go over to equipment. This is that new tab that high level introduced. And so let's add some equipment. Let's be very clear on what this equipment is. This is a 15-yard dumpsters. And let's give it a description. Use Perplexity for this. 15-yard roll of dumpster ideal for medium cleanout and small remodels, holding up to 15 cubic yards, about 4 to 6 pickup loads. Oh, like a pickup truck of household or construction debris. Okay, perfect. Total quantity, this is what's important, is 5. And then as you buy more, you can just come in here and add them. And then the mathematics will just be automatic. And if you ever want to reserve something maybe, or a trailer breaks, you can come in here and say out of service quantity. Okay, and we don't have a calendar set up yet. So let's hit create. And now we have our 15-yard dumpsters. Okay, now we have 5 dumpsters. So let's create a calendar and we need a service calendar. So that's not in one of these. I learned the hard way. You have to go down here and then service booking. This is how you can book services. So let's add our 4 services here. The first one is the full service junk removal where we load, and that's our description. Very good. It's going to be added to a staff member. That's fine. Let's check advanced settings. Now we have rooms and equipment on the left side, but let's continue. Let's add the logo first. Very good. We load it for you. Is there a group? Let's go ahead and add it to the group as well. Okay, hit save. Now let's go to availability. Let's keep everything defaulting here. We don't have our payment quite set up yet, so let's hold off on that. Let's go to notifications. Want to let people know with appointment book. Let's keep everything on, and then we can always turn them on off later. Enable and assign user. Let's just turn on everything for the owners. Okay, appointment book status unconfirmed, and then also confirmed. Want everybody to know everything. Cancellations are important. In-app, the assigned user, and the owners. Yep, let's do a follow-up as well. But let's not do 1 hour because sometimes you might be still on the site. Let's just say 3 hours. Yep, we can integrate Google Outlook, iCloud. We will cancel a reschedule within 1 hour. So if it's like the last hour, we're on our way, we are already committed. So we cannot offer a refund at that point, I would say. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Let's hit save. Next. Any customization? I mean, we have our logo. Let's go ahead and plug in the logo again. We'll worry about like custom code and CSS and all that kind of stuff later. We don't want to allow staff selection. Okay, save that. Now the best part is the equipment. 15-yard equipment. There we go. 15-yard dumpsters and save. Brilliant. Now, what they should do is allow a user to book a 15-yard for 2-hour block so far. And then we need to go in and add more blocks. Let's go change these durations from 30 minutes up to 2 hours. Service duration is 2 hours. Service interval is 1 hour. 1 hour gives us some buffer. And minimum scheduling notice is important too. Just because you book an hour later and dumpster's available, it doesn't mean somebody can go and grab it. So I would say we need at least 3 hours. It's probably good. I'm just using best guess right now, and then I'll learn from the actual owners. Okay, so that's good. Let's go back. And that's the full service junk removal. Okay, so what I need now are the other service options. So let me get rid of this one that didn't make any sense, or just deactivate it. Deactivate the calendar and keep James and Michael right now, because if they have apps, then the appointment will go directly to their phone. Okay, now I want to duplicate, which will make it so much easier to just redo everything. Now we need the 1-day dumpster rental, and the description here is a standard 24-hour rental, drop off AM, pick up next AM. Simple enough. It's going to be part of that same group. This is the full service junk removal 24 hours. We'll keep the same staff member, hit save. Now this duration is going to be longer. So this is a 24-hour. Why can't it be? It needs to be between 1 and 12 hours. Wait, I don't have a day option? Okay, let's do a 12-hour service then, because that's the max. But then let's do a 12-hour service interval. There you go. That equals 24 hours. And then the minimum scheduling notice for this one, let's say, is 2 days. And then save. Just keep it the same. Save. Notifications are all good because we duplicated. Very nice. Cannot cancel in the last hour. Hit save. Keep everything the same. Go into equipment, and 15-yard dumpster. Save. Now we have 2 calendars. One of them, that's a full service where we come in, pick up the stuff and go. And then the other one is a 24-hour drop-off. Let's build 2 more options. You got the 3-day rental and then the 7-day rental. So let's duplicate. Now we're going to run into a problem because we can't book for 3 days, apparently. So if the duration says 12 hours, we can't do 72 hours, for example. Okay, well, let me try it. Duplicate. This one is a 3-day rental. 70 standard, 72 hours, 3 days, 72. All this is good except when we get to the time slot, which is here, because we don't have an option for days and we can't. 72. Scheduling notice we can. Is this because of Michael's availability? Maybe. Let's go to staff, let's go to edit, user availability, and let's do something. How are we gonna do this? Oh, that can't be right because we still had a 12-hour appointment and this wouldn't be the reason. Well, let's just continue. We can do the 12. What is this date range? It said how far into the future bookings can be made from today's date. Yeah, no, that's fine. How about post buffer time? Oh, it's only 90 minutes. Bummer. Okay, it's quite challenging, but let's continue. Equipment. I'm just gonna keep the basically 24 hours of booking time, and then we're gonna have to do some mental gymnastics to figure out how the dumpster can stay out longer. 1 day, 3 day, and then duplicate that, and we'll do one more time, but this time for 7 days. This is gonna be the 7-day dumpster. I'll call it 7 days, standard 7-day rental. Pick up 7 days later. Day, save, availability, we gotta keep. Payments, no worries, and then equipment and 15, and save. Okay, so here's our final verdict. We have 4 calendars that can book the 5 dumpsters, and each calendar is based on the service that we started with. So you have the full service where we come pick up. That's 2 hours. It should have been 2 hours, not 2 minutes. It'd be exceptionally fast. Okay, fix that, 2 hours. Fix that, 2 hours. And then we have the 1 day, which is 12 hours, but then there's a 12-hour buffer. So that is 24 hours total. But then the 3-day, apparently GoHighLevel can't do that, which is weird. I'm sure there's a different way we can figure this out. But right now it's for 12 hours, and then 7-day also is a service option booked for 12 hours. So there would be a little bit of manual action there to extend it out a couple of days, but I'm pretty sure I can figure that out with some kind of automation. Okay, now let's add this calendar to our site that we created. So go back, go to sites. Here's our funnel. Click on that. Okay, this instant checkout page, let's add the calendar here. Maybe we need it to be on the first page. Let's actually put it on the first page, because as soon as somebody lands there, they have an intent. They want to book a dumpster. They don't want to click another button to go to a second page. They want to just go right into the calendar in this case. So let's just say right under this one, plus sign. Let's go with a section. We'll do full width right here. Inside there, let's add a row. We'll go with 2 columns. So we have 1 and 2. Okay, on the left side, let's add a headline, something like Sarasota's #1 rated junk removal and dumpster. Yeah. Okay, let's add a sub headline. That's going to be same day drop-offs, transparent pricing, we load or you load. Okay, under that, let's add an image. Might be able to search for this one. Here we go. And for this image, I think we put the dumpster image here, which is over here on the right side. Click image, find our nice dumpster, hit insert, and now we have a dumpster. Great. And then add some more information under. Can we get some bullets maybe? Here we go, bullet list. Grab that. Let's go with 5-star rated. Get rid of that one. No hidden fees. Then license and insured. 5-star rated. How about something like always on time? Because that's really important. Okay, that's pretty nice. Left side. Okay, now on the right is where we can book. So let's add. Let's go to calendar. And this is just going to bring in a drop down click menu. And then we have our full service, not full service. What was ours? Interesting. We can't do our group here. Okay. So maybe we can't do it this way. We might have to embed the code because these are 4 separate calendars, but we want the group that contains all 4 of these. Okay, so let's stop, go back, hit save on that so it doesn't lose anything, and then go back. Let's go find our calendar, settings, and this is the group. So how can we get this group? Here we go, share group. Ah, beautiful. Embed code. Copy. Nice. Now let's go back to sites and we'll just plug in this code and it should just be in there. Hit edit again. Okay, go down. So instead of picking it from the drop down, let's get rid of that. Let's hit add. And this time we're going to search for code. And we're going to grab this code over here. And then in the HTML code, if we would go ahead and throw it in this Java and save. Now you can't see it here. Wait, how is that showing up? Junk removals, but then we can search for a service. Let's see how it looks in a preview mode. It does show up. Okay, perfect. So it doesn't show up in the builder, it shows up on the preview mode. And we have 4 options. We got the 3-day, we got the full service, we got the 1-day and the 7-day. And we can rearrange these to be in order. The only problem right now is this 12-hour thing that's gonna really throw everything for a loop. Okay, let's go back. Let's just go fix our dumpster calendar. Make sure everything is in order. I think we'll probably do full service and then 1, 3, 7 in that order. So junk removal and hit the drop down or the 3 dots and then say rearrange calendars. And here's where we can go full service first and then 1, 3, 7. Perfect. Hit save, then go back to our sites, click on it and then preview that and it's loaded up full 1, 3, 7. Perfect. So we built our calendar, we updated our site, and if we click on this, we should be able to book. That's really good. Let's go ahead and book at 8 a.m. It's for 120 minutes and we'll say on Friday. So select that, you fill in your name, I confirm, and schedule meeting. And your appointment's been scheduled. Now, there would be another option once we connect our Stripe, which would charge them a deposit because we want them to be serious about this. We're going to drive it dumpster over there. We don't want it to be a no-show or somebody says, oh, I forgot or whatever. We want to keep the deposit if that's the case. So let's add that in the next video. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, all those cool things. We'll see you soon. If you want to do this yourself and you just need a little bit of help, join my Skool community, use my high-level affiliate link, and I will help you. Revenue that I generate from that, 20% of it goes into paid ads, and the leads, I share them with my community. With my affiliate link, you get a 30-day extended trial plus a boot camp that you can go through. I have a 15-part course that gets you from initial idea all the way to operational agency. You'll get hundreds of pre-built AI agents ready to go, workflows, automations, website templates. I also have 40 plus businesses and marketing courses that you can then sell to your members. I'm heavily involved in my community. I join 7 days a week so you can have one-on-ones with me where we can build things, we can do think tanks and come up with business ideas. You can even join my businesses where I show you what I'm doing day in and day out. Everything is completely free until I get to maximum capacity. Join now.